What's up, world of YouTube? This is RJ from Game News USA, and today we're going to go over the review scores for Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. And I gotta say, from what I've seen of this game, first of all, it's a buggy, glitchy mess, and it's pretty much hot garbage. Although, oddly enough, Metacritic is being sort of mixed on it for the most part, having 27 positive reviews, 19 mixed, and 2 negative, with an overall score of 74, and the user ratings are 7.8. However, whenever you have games that have such big, buggy problems at launch, I give them no credit. I give them no benefit of the doubt anymore. So I feel like these scores are a little high for, in my opinion, a game that just wasn't all that great. And I do feel like a lot of people are giving this developer a pass because they are from Ukraine and they went through a lot. But I could separate the issues of what they're dealing with from the actual product that was delivered. And I could say, first of all, this isn't my kind of game anyway. I don't like the idea of dying constantly over and over again through trial and error, trying to inch my way forward into a game. I saw people talking about it on IGN GameScoop, and I wasn't too thrilled by it, and I have no interest in playing it myself. Although I did get rid of my Game Pass subscription anyway, as I've moved from Xbox to PlayStation. But had I stayed on Game Pass, boy, there's been a few disappointing entries as of late that would have left me sour. Here we go again. I mean, I'm going to be honest, guys. Between Redfall and Stalker 2, I'd probably rather play Redfall. I'm just being honest. But we're going to jump into these reviews with a positive review first. Hardcore Gamer gave it a perfect score, saying Stalker 2 is nothing short of a miracle. Developed by Ukrainian studio GSC Game World over the course of 7 years amid a pandemic and a war, among many other challenges, Stalker 2 is a labor of love and the best type of sequel one could hope for. So obviously, clearly, this review was politically motivated. Like I just said, I could separate the issue, and I'm not going to give him a free pass. Hardcore Gamer gave this a free pass all the way to a perfect score. So I completely disagree with that. A game this buggy and glitchy should never get a perfect score, even if you really like it. How about Sector.sk with a 90? Stalker 2 brings the series into the modern era with stunning visuals while staying true to its hardcore FPS roots. The game retains what made the series unique, with difficult action, expansive environments, and a rich story. However, minor issues... See, they're framing these as minor issues and weaker animations. No, these issues are a little more than minor, buddy. And he's going to scoff it off as minor issues and give this game a 90 when you can't. This game got several 90s. I won't go over them all. An 88 from Area Jungus, who said, if you're looking for a game where taking a walk potentially means encountering psychic anomalies, mutants, hungry folks, and stalkers who probably want your last can of beans, then Stalker 2 is your game. It's not for me. It's like the extreme camping where you forgot the tent, food, and water. That sounds exactly like a game I don't want to fucking play. PC Gamer with an 83 saying, just like in the old days, performance issues and bugs don't stop Stalker's mad, wonderful heart from shining through. Again, we can't just gloss over performance issues and bugs. Performance issues and bugs are a problem. I'm not a big graphics guy. Ooh, graphics, look at the graphics. But I do care about performance a lot. And I don't like choppy frame rates. I don't like glitchy bugs. I'd rather the visuals be toned down and performance be better. How about VG247 with an 80 saying, making games is hard. regardless. And the fact the team was able to put together a package like this that's so earnest, so passionate in its revisit of a world enshrined in PC gaming's history is more than impressive. Again, more virtue signaling, pandering to what they went through sort of review that you don't see in other reviews, and it really doesn't have a place here. We need to critique the game. A ton of 80s. So many 80s, I'm not going over them. How about .esports with a 75 saying, Stalker 2 can be a fun experience as you work your way through the game. The initial area will feel like the toughest because of how much it could take you by surprise. Still, as you gradually expand to other locations, find new gear, and embrace the thought of being alone, it gets better. Okay, first impressions are everything to me. And if I'm struggling in the very beginning of the game or I'm not enjoying the very beginning of the game, chances are I'm going to bounce. Especially if I did get this through Game Pass. I literally can play something else. You have to get my attention early. You have to keep my attention. This is an era where we have options as consumers and gamers, and I don't need to put up with a bunch of bullshit to get to good stuff. The era of wait 10 hours and the game gets good is dead to me. I don't have the fucking patience for it. COG connected with a 74, which is the same as the overall Metacritic score, saying fans of the Stalker franchise expect uncompromising action and are largely immune to the series' rough edges. For them, Stalker 2 delivers, adding a vast open world filled with danger and discovery. The release day patch fixed many bug issues, but the game still needs work. Okay, so there's truth to this. I kind of like this review. Yeah, if you're a fan of the Stalker series, you're going to look right past the bugs and glitches. You really are. You really don't give a fuck about that, and you're going to play it, and you like the jank. But you're also never going to grow a fan base doing that. Just my opinion. You're never going to grow a bigger fan base doing that. And big fat ass day one patches is not the answer. This game should have been delayed. This game should have been delayed. How about Checkpoint Gaming with a 70 saying Stalker 2 is an anomaly. It dazzles with stunning visuals, an eerie atmosphere, and gameplay that captures the soul of the original series. Yet, like the zone itself, it's plagued with technical glitches, inconsistent performance, and design missteps. Exactly. It doesn't matter that the game dazzles you with stunning visuals if it has technical glitches, inconsistent performance, and design mishaps. Checkpoint Gaming gets that. They understand that. I still think a 70 is too high for a game that has all this stuff, but they're properly diagnosing the problem. The problem that I've been talking about. And I know I'm harping on it, but, you know, it is a common theme now at AAA games to be buggy and glitchy. But this, even by that sort of extent, this is beyond that. As far as that goes, it's even worse than the standard industry release, which is sad that we've gotten to that point. A ton of 70s. But a 69 by Power Unlimited, who decided to make a pun, I suppose, saying, on the one hand, Stalker 2 offers exactly what I was hoping for. Delicious Euro jank. Newcomers will find old-fashioned RPG with a beautiful world and a nice survival gameplay loop, and unfortunately also stupid AI and a lot of graphical problems. That's the Euro jank you want? Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Is that what you want? They say 69. This isn't Tommy Boy going, I got a D+, I'm going to graduate. No, 69 Metacritic score, or 69 from a reviewer, is a dud. How about a 65 from Jew Actu, saying, canceled, postponed, stunned by the COVID crisis, then paralyzed by war in Ukraine. Stalker 2, as we can say, a miracle. However, despite this good news, and like all Arsenians who arrive in pain after so many years, there are inevitably cracks. Guys, stop bringing up the Ukraine shit, man. We understand, okay? But when you bring that up, it's taking away from your actual critique of the game, okay? This virtue signaling bullshit has to stop. It just does. We don't care about that shit. We're trying to decide if the game is worth playing, or if the game is worth buying, or both. Right? Is it worth the download on Game Pass? Is it worth the purchase? We don't give a fuck about, I know it sounds harsh, but we don't give a fuck about how the game was developed in Ukraine or during the pandemic. Oh well. Move on. CG Magazine with a 60 saying Stalker 2 is incredibly promising but needs more time to cook. I don't necessarily even think it's incredibly promising, but I do think it could have been better had it been given more time. Which also, if you want to bring the Ukraine thing back into it, would have been perfectly understandable to continue to delay this game until it was completely ready. So why didn't they? Because Microsoft wanted this game shat out. They wanted it shat out in November. Why? I don't know. They think that they just need to shit out games to try to make money because they're losing the console war. But they're going to shit this game out and then nobody's going to care and it's like a fart in the wind. We got plenty of 60s. How about a 55 from Game Watcher? Stalker 2 is unlike anything else in the FPS market right now. You can say that. But design flaws that only become more baffling the more you play, and an embarrassingly long list of minor bugs, performance hiccups, and game-breaking issues undo nearly all the good done. Reminds me so much of Cyberpunk when you put it like that. And I know Cyberpunk seemed like it was going to be a lot funner than Stalker 2 was, even at its inception. But my goodness, when you're going to put a game like that with all these bugs and all these glitches, I mean, at least Game Watcher called it out for what it was here and gave it probably a proper score of 55, which is a fail in school. How about Gilf on Sports Illustrated? Don't know what that's about. With a 50, saying the atmosphere is close to perfect. Okay. And the weather effects are some of the best I've seen. Okay. But the game takes place inside of a world that doesn't live up to the brushstrokes. I really wanted a win for this development studio. The Ukrainian developer has weathered, blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You gave it a 50. Right? Okay. You didn't like the game. Let's talk about those reasons. But instead, you wanted to talk about political bullshit. And we got Digital Trends with a 40. Also VGC with a 40. But we'll go Digital Trends with a 40. This is the review that I closest feel, agreed with. Is it fair to review a game when I'm still downloading massive patches for it? Whether you believe that answer to be yes or no, the headache-inducing roadblocks that I encountered while playing the highly unstable Stalker 2 has made for a disappointing playthrough. And there you go, guys. That is about where I'm at with it. I don't even want to touch the fucking thing with a 10-foot pole. Look, in all seriousness, congratulations to the developers for getting through COVID, for getting through a war, and actually putting the game out. Yes, I do think it could have waited. Yeah, I'm shitting on it a little bit. I'm ribbing on it. I'm kind of crapping on it because of the bugs and the issues. But it's my opinion. It's all in good fun. I'm never going to touch the piece of shit. But I do honestly wish a good congratulations to these guys. I really do hope if you do make a Stalker 3 that they let you take as long as you need to put out a fully functioning game. So with that being said, guys, that is me going over the reviews for Stalker 2. Please remember to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you're not a little irritated at me for my review and decide to hit the dislike button. We don't like that around here. But anyway, guys, leave your thoughts in the comments. Thanks. I will see you all later. Peace. Have a good one.